Ask Swami napkin holder final. So I just finished it. Put brand new napkins in. Napkins are I forget the dimensions. They're called tall fold napkins. So they're the ones that fit standard food service tall fold. I think it's like 6.5 by 3.5 or something like that. And I got it all cleaned up and polished. I mean, it's not perfect, but you can see a nice reflection of me. And let me look at the back. I polished up as much as I can. These are chroming holes. I'm going to eventually look for, like, I think a local menu of like one of my old favorite restaurants or something like that. Just slip in the back, or an advertisement card. So let me show you a little bit about what I ended up doing to finish it. Now, I ordered some reproduction cards, wasn't really happy with them, so I put the originals in, and they look pretty good. Looking at the originals, it looks like there's almost a glitter sparkle to them in the black ink. And I thought, you know, I'd liked it to be a little bit more solid color, but they're originals, they're good enough, put them in. I also know somebody cut this for some reason. It does work. I will show you operation before I open it up. And there's my card. It comes out just enough. And the back is not damaged. I'm still just running that 220 grit sandpaper slice. So I tried saving the lock. Tried. The lock was not original. Pretty sure the striker wasn't original. That's why, I don't know if you remember the first video, it was hammered up here. I'm like, why is it hammered? Why is it hammered? It's hammered up because the striker was 1/8 inch shorter, and they hammered it up to make it fit. So after that, after putting work into drilling and tapping, a bolt on the end, and filing down all the discs inside here to make it work, and all that work, I put a new lock in. What I ended up doing, now the cool part is this comes out easily. So this whole panel came out, as you saw before, and I left that out for fitting the lock because I can look on the inside. I closed it, and you can see the striker here. So I did is I closed the striker as much as it would close, and on the other side with a pencil on the bottom, I drew a line. Then I took it out and I used the other hook and kind of traced a 90 degree, because the line was at an angle like this. I drew a 90 degree line and a 30 degree groove out of there. 30 degrees because I use a 30 degree file or 3-sided file. I'm not doing the math right now. So I was able to then cut this with a Dremel or cutting tool, cut this back. I only had to go halfway, and then I file finished it to get a nice edge. So that's the original striker, and it did just long enough. That's about what it took. Now to take this panel off, you have to take the striker screw off, and you take this nut off. Now, originally, there was a weird, goofy spacer, and I've seen pictures of people online that didn't have anything between these two layers and just kind of smashes down. So what I did is I just went into my drawer, and I had another one of these nuts for locks, and I threw actually the nut that came with the lock is on there first. That allowed me to, you know, leave this off and make everything fit. But then when it fit, all I did was just take the striker back off, put this over, put a second nut on, and that's holding it, and that spacer is keeping this from getting smashed. I did not end up putting that rubber weather stripping back on, but that's the inside. I am going to be still making new fortunes or questions so that friends can take them away, and if they're successful enough, I'll probably offer them for sale in a stack. One other thing I want to point out is the glass. Here, keeping all my parts in the bottom. So this is the original glass. Remember, it was chipped, edges were sharp. I have a nice glass shop that I get parts made for work, and I went there with those two pieces. I would expect to pay, you know, less than 10 bucks for those. They're a little bit irregular cut too. They're not quite perfect. I gave them the piece of metal that this fits in. I gave them those, and I described how they fit. And also said this top edge is shown a little bit. He cut them, made them fit perfectly. He even did what's called seaming. So if you look here, they just did a quick edge grind. So it's not that sharp edge here. They did just a little bit of grind so that when you run your finger over, it doesn't feel like a knife edge. And that makes it look really nice on the top here. It fits in the bottom. That little bit of curve makes it so that it slides down in here a little bit without chipping. And this piece fits really nice and it's overlap. So everything fit nice. I cleaned it really good, put this back in, really happy with the work. Glass cost me, let's say, about 10 bucks. And napkins, I was able to talk a friend out of some who has a diner-like situation. He says Sam Club's tall fold napkins are the ones that are in here now. And now it's going to be used as a napkin dispenser for my party get-together. So I am calling my Ask Swami done. There we are. Ask Swami is done, minus the fortunes pretty much, but this can go on the table and at least right now be used as a napkin dispenser. Just if someone wants to use the fortune thing, ask them to leave the paper or use their own pennies. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next project we take on.